Hello, this is Ami, that intuitive at Let Me See What We See. Thank you for joining me today's Let Me See What We See. I would like to give my focus for this time of the day the word mind. Mind. So, me, grown up in the community who speaks Japanese. And later, half of my life is in California. And English isn't a second language. Some elements I've been always wondering about what exactly that word means. Sometimes it's very hard to find the exact translated word into either languages. And mind is also one of them. The other one I've been sharing is the word energy. And this mind is also getting my attention for a long time. And when I started to quest this wonder, always somewhat unsure about related element. And actually, yesterday, I had a comment on my YouTube channel video. I was sharing the group focus of the day, which I've been participating for the energy of oneness community. And each day, we work on that mutual focus set by the group leader for reminding what would be ideal to give our attention to. So, if you're interested, in please check on my YouTube channel. Search Ami the Intuitive. And so the viewer posted and share the view of the mind. And that actually gave me an again opportunity to organize the element around the word mind. My specialty and what I provide as a professional is to organize the thought using the word. And I use all the time that as a mind state, it's such a messy place. And that means that I use that word as a tool to organize what we are thinking, ideas, and especially for business. So to organizing what people are thinking or come up with new idea in the realm of non-physical yet, but available in the mind state. So what I've been doing is to bring this non-physical information into a shareable form, which using my profession is to use the word. So bring that idea, finding that word represent what is in that person's or a company's mind in the readable wording and sentence as an shareable format to share with the world from mind state. So me as an mind organizer using word as a tool to help organize the mind state. And of course, that containing the feelings and ideas. And even if I said mind, is many elements are into the meanings of the word mind. So I am so encouraged to dig into that word mind in English. So that's what I would like to quest with you here today after the mindfulness exercise, conscious breathing being current here now. So let us start to updating where you are, where I am, where we are at this present moment. So as usual, let's relax and get your favorite drinks. I'm getting my coffee as usual here. And give attention to top of your head all the way down to the toe. And let my voice guide your attention. And rest of other part of you, just relax and allow my voice guide and follow that sound of my voice with your attention. Eyes open, doing so. So, top of your head, what you're thinking. I am thinking about the word mind because I was doing some little research on that. Still occupied. And what you're seeing, smelling, what you're hearing besides my voice. I hear silence. What you're tasting. I'm tasting banana pancake that I just ate before the show. And to the throat and the neck, both side of your shoulders. Extended it into the arms, elbows, hand. Noticing my left hand is pretty cold. And coming back to the chest area, noticing the pain on my left shoulder and the chest inside of the rib cage, both lungs, and then going back of your neck, and then follow spine down to the waist, pelvic area, and then coming into the belly inside of your body, trunk, tummy, and then all the way down, joint of your legs, and feel the gravity. Your body's connecting to the seat, chair, or couch, seat, floor, and then towards the kneecap and to all the way down to the feet, noticing my cold feet. And I got the little bug bite next to my ankle. And just noticing, give your attention how's your feet connecting to the floor, ground, connected to the earth. Thank you. So, mindfulness, the quickest meditation. Just consciously breathe in the air, oxygenation from your nose slowly, and then hold the air inside of your body as much as you can, and feel the air inside of your lungs and stomach as a balloon inside your body, and then let that out slowly from your mouth. And just to giving your attention, noticing how your nose hole feels the air when it's coming in into the throat, and then the lungs, and how inside of your body is responding to the air energy is coming in from around you. All right, so let's do that. Ready? Counting 3, 1 now. 2, 3. Hold it. Release slowly from your mouth. Again, counting 3 from the nose. 1 now. 2, 3. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Release slowly with no longer needing energy. Let it out. The last one with silence. Keep your eyes wide awake and just notice, connect with the air around you in taking in to your body, and then feel the oneness with that space inside of your body and then around you, and then let that no longer needing energy out, releasing into the outer world. Ready? Let's do that. Go. Thank you. I'm noticing very creative energy today. How about you? And all of a sudden, my brain is functioning. It's the itchy. Ooh. So that's interesting. Something that my physical body is sending me a message. I'm the intuitive. Let me see what we see. So I always share and remind ourselves that this is your time, and thank you for taking the time for yourself to reconnect and getting to know about where you are, allowing yourself to update, reconnect, and neutralize the self, being comfortable. You are the most important person in your life experience. So, thank you on behalf of your spirit joining here, taking the time, moments for you, for your spirit's sake. And let us use this together moments in the most practical, wise way that I would like really you to get relaxed and sip in your favorite drinks and just whatever that you feel comfortable. However, that conscious awareness about you, noticing about you, that part of you is to be active, notice ourselves, observe ourselves. That's what I do ask you to be conscious about. So just observe when you listening my voice and notice you listening my voice and notice what you are feeling, resonating or non-resonating to what your ears are hearing through my voice and the word. And what you noticing, resonating or non-resonant, that is what I do care about. And that is the tools for you to become aware of what you are, where you are, and what you are resonating or non-resonating. Getting to know about yourself. So ideally, jot that down what you are resonating or not resonating instead of what are you hearing from what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So I would like you to use that, whatever the information you are bumped in here for your benefit. And thank you for allowing me to hold the space for this exercise to use the observer self to observe what each of us is noticing for our individual personal growth. So, today's topic I like to cover is the word mind. Mind. One of these moments that I truly appreciate this challenge or the information brought by the universe. And, you know, it's quite different but similar to procrastinating about my own quest. That when you start some research or digging into that meaning and then somewhat facing on to a challenge and to feel like stuck and out of idea or nowhere to go and need to close that chapter for for the moment and feeling of on and on repeating similar quest or research and seems to be nowhere finding the way to the next stage. And one of these creative process or my own journey, I just decided to let that happen. Um, naturally. That doesn't mean that I gave up on it or forgot about it, but just to put that into the back burner. If it's a cooking, it's like a place it into the back burner and then stare once in a while when being noted to wait a second. So what happened to that one? That means like somewhere in my mind still there. So it's not completely a past I forgot about, but just not so touching, you know. So, and then some opportunity came as to me yesterday was the question about the mind. It's not exactly a question, but the person who share their take on the mind and the way to look at that mind from his or her perspective. So that encouraged me to back into my quest of the word mind in English, and in conjunction with the new way to look at the mind from that person showed um, their take on that. So I'm still on the quest and concluded or not definite, clear sharing as my finding at this point. But I thought it's a good idea to share my journey and process because the life is all about journey getting there. So the definition of mind, the word in English, is the mind is the element of a person. The person is a human being as a person. The element of that person that enables to be aware of the world and experiences. So the element of the person we have as an element to that enables us to be aware of the world around us, within us, in experience as human beingness. To think and to feel. So the mind is also the both thinking and feeling. The thinking is the process of wondering about, and feel is an emotional component to feel. The think is the process, and the thought is a byproduct of thinking or certain occurring in our mind. Sometimes, like a thought is outside of thinking, out of the blue, thought just popped up. That happens me as an intuitive. So it's kind of a complicated. There's deserving the organization to organize each element later on. So that to think and to feel These are the two different verb do. So when we think, I think, I think we use the word to organize the think. Do we use visual to think? I think, I think is perhaps related to the word. This deserving the further quest, the word. And the feel. Feeling, it's not necessary always to be with the wording because feeding some perhaps that people can feel that feeding in outside of word sound. Sound can represent that feeling in a happy feeling or sad feeling with the frequency, and the visual also can resonate to the feel frequency. Mm. So what about think? Think. Still there isn't a room. Maybe it's also outside of word too. So back into the mind definition. Is the element of a person enables to be aware of the world inside and around and experiences, to think, to feel. Mm. And the mind is a built in function of a person's power. So means that person's power. So it may not apply to other creatures, which is not a person, other animal. So perhaps it's unique to a human being, a person. Well, at least that function, power given to a person for the process of thinking, the process of thinking, that relating to the body. The mind is a built-in function for a person's power, for a process of thinking that relating to the body. Mm. In the awareness or perception of something. So that is the consciousness. If it's unconscious, then mind is out of function, perhaps, or the action process of thinking. Mm. So that mind is an element of a person and built-in function for process of thinking relating to the body in a conscious state, and the thought, the action process of thinking. in the awareness or perception of something. So this mind, defining this word in English, is the function, the power that person has to support the human system to perceive, become aware, and the process of thinking. This action of the human beingness is conducted by the element of human system. It's called mind. Interesting. So the mental state is related to the mind involving the process of thinking. So the mental health and mental realm is that this mind involving process of thinking. So that is the awareness or perception or the process of thinking. Is the healthy or unhealthy? That's the mental health. The healthy alignment as in a person function of the system of the mind. So that's how I would capture the definition from the English dictionary. If you're interested in also to learn about the mind, I recommend you to go check by yourself about the definition of the mind. And when we think and feel, these functions are different, however, as in a package. When we feel and thinking, it will be resonating. So when we think and then feeling, it also resonating. So it's as in a package. And healthy thinking, thought is the process of thinking or certain occurring in mind. Thought, thinking is healthy and we feel good. And when we feel negative, and that brings the information that thinking, thought, deserving adjustment, or act in that different way to align to a healthy being. So it comes to that relationship relating to that body. Because this invisible mind state is connected to our physical body, of course. So that feeling is also emotional body, which is invisible. Well, somehow reflected to the happy feeling and then smile, look happier. So the body reflecting that feeling as a sadness. So it's all related. And when each part of person, human being, think, area, feel, emotion, and the physical body is in balance in a healthy way, we are in the healthy, happy, peaceful, loving being. Mm. So using that as an balance, and each area is getting attention, and then we can adjust. And the noticer, observer self-aware of which part of us as a person is getting the attention for a healthier alignment, happier alignment, loving alignment. We are here to experience joy, happy, peace, and share, extend, expand. And mind as the element of person enables to be aware of the world and the experience. So noticing our mind state, what we are noticing, awareing, experiencing, what we are thinking and feeling, and then relating to the body would be a useful skill to get to know about ourselves and learn about its relationship, the feeling and thinking, aligned to emotional, mental, physical, healthier alignment in each area of our life, work, professional, life, connection to society, connection to family, connection to intimate lovers, and to self is all the beginning of the core essence of you. And thank you for taking the time to notice it where you are, where we are, and listening. My quest of the mind. I think I became a little bit clear about the relationship understanding in the English language as an English word. Because when I think in my mother tongue in Japanese, that will give me a different idea to relate to each part of it. So I like to quest that in a later time and then love to share how I am going to discover with that language. At the end of the day, we are same humans, so idea is to get the different view to look at what we are and what we can relate in our beingness for align to more happier experience to share, extend, expand. So that's what the idea and self-awareness is the beginning. And when awareness expand, extend as a grow, and it changes. It changes. So acknowledge what we become aware, expand, and learn about self and life, and to reflect that new self learning into your professional life, personal life, or decision more aligned to the fulfilling, passionate being is ideal. And together doing it is my passion. So I truly appreciate you connecting to my sharing and organizing ourselves, non physical energy, invisible, yet part of us. Mind is also a large portion of it. Mind is represented by word, thought. So choosing the word, paying attention to the word choice would give us a clue to what our mind is functioning, what we are thinking, the thought pattern, the patterns of energy that you've been created, familiar with since the childhood experience, environment, and repeated patterns of energy becomes the thought, becomes the belief, and that influence the perception and how we perceive, respond to particular information. With no experience, we have no filter to relate to that newly connecting information. So, expanding our experience allow us to become more aware, opportunity for possibility outside of what we already know, what we already experienced. That doesn't mean that we are unable to use what we experience. The knowledge is power, experience is power. However, being open to the possibility and the balancing is the key for happier, healthier growth. I'm Ami, the intuitive energy management advisor. Come check on my daily reminder group focus at the day and also upcoming new online class to exercising self-awareness muscle. Check detailed information and video at www.livewithclarity.com. Livewithclarity.com. Thanks for joining and listening. Today's Let Me See What We See talked about mind in the English word and its definition. I see you next time. Until then, you have a wonderful creation and live with clarity. Bye.